Macro-dominant foods. That was a question that comes up a lot. So you're planning your day out and you realize, wow, if I eat these foods at the end of the day, I'm gonna have X macro left over, protein, carb, or fat, but no other macros left. So in other words, we just have an outstanding amount of protein left, but we've hit our carbs and fat. Or we have just fat left, but we've hit our carbs and our protein. Now, that happens whether you're planning, and obviously if you're not planning your day in advance, that's more likely to happen. So I always recommend planning your day in advance, but nevertheless, I'm gonna give you a little bit of some ideas of what foods you can use for macro-dominant foods. So let's start with protein. So I just have 3 examples. I literally just went into my refrigerator and pantry and pulled out foods I might use for macro-dominant food. So first one, it's in a Tupperware right here, but if you can see it, it's just some grilled chicken that I whipped up. So grilled chicken, I made a whole bunch of it the other day. I've been peeling it off for just random grams. So that's what you can see. You know, when I need 15, 20 grams, I just peel it apart, throw it on there so I can get really close to my protein macros. A fun one, a little bit of a treat, my Hebrew National hot dogs. 6 grams of protein, 2 carb, 1 fat. So not a perfect only protein, but certainly will work, and a fun one if you want a little bit of a treat. But I usually put those on buns, so I rarely use those for protein only, but it's possible. And then my go-to, that turkey breast, super easy to use. It's almost all protein. It's got 0.5 grams of fat, so pretty simple. Protein, macro-dominant foods. Let's do fat. Got some mayo. So mayo is good when I plan my day in advance. And say I'm having some tuna, and I'm like, well, I have fat left over. Cool, I'll just throw a little bit of extra mayo on there. I actually didn't have any oil here today, but fish oil. This is the stuff I give my dogs. But you can get the picture. It's like, throw some oil on something. Throw some butter on something. I didn't have any butter either, heading out of town. So don't have a lot of foods in the house, but you got some butter, you got some oils, and this is a cool one that I've been using a lot. Just olives. I've been keeping all sorts. These are Kalamata pitted, so you don't break your teeth. Olives, and 4.4 grams of fat, minimal, like decimals of carbs and protein. So great little option there. And you know, throw a couple olives on something, or I love the taste of them as a salty treat. You just have some olives at the end of the day. Carbs. Who doesn't love some carbs? So fruit, obviously. Bananas, apples, sweet potato, easy, throw it in the microwave, throw it in the oven, 400, cook that baby up. And then you got the treat stuff. You got like pretzels, so these honey wheat pretzels, tasting delicious. I know somebody that loves these. And then of course, Twizzlers. So again, those are the carbs. So macro-dominant foods, always good to have on hand. Just add a little bit at the end of the day so you can get really close to those numbers when you are over on the other 2. Hope that helps, people.